correction number 1. This happened right back in round 1 during the marshalling phase for Baratheon. They used Shadow's Blessing attachment and placed it on Robert's Loyalists, but you can see here it says clearly no attachments. So this one's probably the biggest mistake right now. So we're going to play it here instead on Melisandre, and that's probably going to have the biggest impact on the game. Take to 1 gold. The next mistake is during round 1, again I drew this Melisandre. This is a unique card. I already have Melisandre in play. Now with this blessing on, what I didn't do and what I could have done was play this duplicate for 0 cost. So I'll do that now. Okay, the next correction we have to make is, again, back in round 1, during the Targaryen challenge. I did a military challenge with Jogo, and what we did as the Baratheons was we played this distinct mastery card to stand Robert's Loyalists and defend the challenge. That's fine, that's not a problem. The problem is that we assumed this Shadow's Blessing was here and that Robert's Loyalists won the challenge, or beat the challenge of Jogo. In fact, what's going to happen here is that they won't defeat the challenge. They only have 3 strength, and we'll have to kill 1 character for claim. And what we'll do is we'll kill the duplicate of Melisandre. Notice what actually happens is we discard the duplicate to save Melisandre from being killed. Okay, the next correction is back in round 2, when the Baratheons did a military challenge. We defended with this black hatchling. Now if you look at this black hatchling, it actually says black hatchling cannot defend. Okay, so we did this at the time. Now we're going to just switch this. As it turns out, it's not going to change the results at all, because we're going to defend with the Quieting Fanatic instead. And what we'll see later on, instead of being like this, when I did this and attacked with the Quieting Fanatic, we should be doing defend with this and then attack with this, and the result's going to be the same as we'll see with the next correction. So the military challenge was won by Baratheon, but we're defending with this Fanatic instead of the hatchling. Okay, next correction. This is one of my own actually, so I'll explain this one to you. I think I put a comment on the video at the time, but let's play it out. So what happened next was Melisandre made a power challenge. Targaryens defended with Jogo. Now notice this time Melisandre has this attachment, so her strength is actually +2. So she's got a strength of 5. What I did at the time was I knelt the Dothraki Handmaiden because of this ability which said until the end of the challenge that character gets +2 strength, but it does say choose an attacking Dothraki character, so I shouldn't have knelt that. So I'll stick with the plan. I'll defend the challenge, but in the initial part 5, I said that the challenge was unsuccessful. Instead, we will say that the challenge is successful. So as a result, it's a power challenge. There's no power to steal, but Melisandre does have renown, so she'll get an additional power here when she wins the challenge because of her renown. Okay, last update then, which was, the next thing that happened was that Baratheons did an Intrigue challenge with Salador's crew, and Targaryens left that undefended, but now we can defend it with the handmaiden. So the challenge is still successful, but this time Baratheon doesn't claim an extra power for an undefended challenge. So we're kind of back where we were. Instead of having 2 power here and 1 here, we've now got 2 here and 1 here. So a little slight correction, but maybe significant as the game plays on. Okay, so the final update on part 5. This is round 2, the Targaryen challenge. Originally we attacked with this guy, but now we're just going to attack with this guy instead. So it was a military challenge for which the Targaryens can claim 1 victim. Okay, now all we really need to do now is play a little catch up on part 6. So this was the start of round 3. The first significant thing is that the plot guard that the Targaryens chose was rule by decree, and it said, when revealed, the player with the most cards in hand chooses and discards from his hand until he has 4 cards in hand. Well, here's the big thing. How many cards do each player have now? Baratheons have 6, and Targaryens have 6. This is a result of having played the copy of Melisandre here by Baratheon, so they're 1 card less, so they had 7 in the last video. Now they only have 6, so they don't get to discard, down to 4 cards, and we'll play on from there. So a quick check on the last part. These were the 3 cards that Baratheon discarded that they shouldn't have discarded: Knight of Flowers, Massey's Hook and Crossroads. So these are going to go back to the Baratheon hand. Welcome back to round 3, part 7, and we're moving into the challenges phase. We just run through some corrections, and the net result of those corrections is very little change actually. Instead of having 2 power here and 1 here, we have 1 here and 2 over here on Melisandre. And also you'll see that Melisandre has the Shadow's Blessing instead of Robert's Loyalists. The other slight difference is that Baratheon's hand has these extra 3 cards that he no longer needed to discard. So that was, I think it was Massey's Hook, Knight of Flowers and Crossroads. I think those are the ones we kept, yes. So Baratheon's got a few more cards to play with next turn. I've kept things the same to just minimise the disruption really from the corrections. So there we go. We're ready to crack with round 3 challenges phase.